What if you could see the one moment everyone wishes they could take back? This is the story of Leo, a man who built walls around his heart by finding the cracks in everyone else's. To him, the world was a collection of failures. The grumpy old man, the flustered cashier, the arguing couple, all just proof that it was better to be alone. Then, one morning, everything changed. He looked out his window and saw the grumpy old man, Mr. Henderson. But next to him was a faint, ghostly image, a younger Mr. Henderson angrily pushing away a small, crying boy. At the store, the cashier fumbled his change, and beside her shimmered a ghost of her younger self walking away from a college campus. He was seeing their biggest regrets, playing on an endless, silent loop. At first, it was a weapon. The knowledge confirmed his darkest assumptions about people. He saw their ghosts and felt superior, justified in his isolation. The world wasn't just flawed, it was broken. His walls grew higher. He avoided everyone, armed with the knowledge of their deepest shame. Until the day he visited his mother. In his eyes, she was perfect, the one person without a crack in her foundation. He expected to see nothing next to her, but as she handed him a cup of tea, a ghostly image flickered to life. It was his mother as a young woman, standing at a bus stop, her hand clutching a portfolio as she watched a bus labeled City Arts College pull away without her. He didn't understand. He finally broke the silence. "Mom, did you ever want to be an artist?" Her smile faltered. Her eyes looked somewhere far away. "Oh my, how did you know? I had a scholarship, a little apartment waiting for me, but I was so scared. I let the bus leave. A few months later, I met your father." She reached out and touched his hand, her smile now soft and warm. "I don't regret you, Leo, never for a second, but I do regret not being brave enough to see what was on the other side of that fear." And in that moment, Leo understood. He wasn't seeing their mistakes, he was seeing their pain, their humanity. Mr. Henderson didn't just push his son away, he lost him forever. The cashier didn't just drop out, she surrendered a dream. And his mother's biggest regret wasn't a choice she made, but a chance she didn't take. He suddenly saw his own ghost forming beside him, an old man, alone in his apartment, surrounded by walls. The regret of a life never truly lived. That was the day the ghosts began to fade, not because his ability was gone, but because he finally started seeing the people standing in front of them. He brought Mr. Henderson a coffee and just sat with him in silence. He gave the cashier a genuine smile and told her to have a good day. He started listening, connecting, understanding. He was no longer looking for their pasts. He was meeting them in the present. He went back to his mother's house with a canvas and a set of paints. And as they painted together, side by side, he looked in a mirror and saw his own ghost, the lonely man in the empty room, flicker and disappear. He was changing his story. We all have moments that haunt us, but what if the biggest regret of all is letting them stop you from truly living?